Hello everyone, and welcome back to Rimworld. We're now on year 3, and we now have a steady source of food with our cornfield and our animals. So we're doing pretty good with that. We've got decent population. We've got 5, which is what we started with, but we don't have the same 5. Yeah, so now what we're gonna be doing next is finishing this city wall that we've got going on. And then we're going to be making some production houses to make trade goods that we can trade for other trade goods. Things like more rocks for when we run out of chunks on the map, for books, things like that. And yeah, so we're kind of just in the sort of grinding part of the game, and it's going to be really chill. We really do need to clean up the house, though. It seems like a lot of people had food poisoning. So in terms of production houses, we've completed the one for research, and we've got 3 research benches in there. There is room for, the advanced research bench, but it's going to be a very long time before we have the technology for that, because we need to do microelectronics. And we've also finished the building for tailoring, but we need to put some shelves in there. And then I think for the other rooms, we're definitely going to want a smithy for armor and a sort of a studio to make statues and stuff. Because statues, you can buy materials from traders for that and then use those materials and you can turn them into statues to increase their value. Or at least that's, I assume. Yeah. And here we're building the wall. I like to build my walls 3 blocks thick to start, but if we end up with a lot of blocks, I might... And the way I do these 3 block thick walls is I actually make them 2 blocks thick at first, and then I add the 3rd one later. That way your colonists don't get trapped inside. You definitely, when you're constructing things like this, you definitely want to make sure that there's no blueprints that are self-contained, because your colonists will get trapped inside. And we finished the one end of the wall, and we're finishing the final and we're doing some researching, and we've finished cocoa. Now what we're going to do next is great bow, because then we can make better bows. But eventually once we learn gunsmithing, we're just going to want to trade that out. Yeah. We're making a lot of progress on the ball. Randy's really being friendly. And I jinxed it, didn't I? We're getting raided by the Kuro Treaty. That is a lot of raiders. Yeah, this is the downside to building a giant wall, is that the giant walls really increase your wealth. And also we have a 1500 steel. That's probably... It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Come on, Aardvark, get back to the main group. Okay, you guys are way too close together. Spread out a little more. You're all on top of each other. You're gonna shoot each other that way. Don't do that. Alright, come on, Aardvark. Come on. They're coming in. But it looks like they're grouped up enough that they're not grouped up. They are actually scattering. One's going around the buildings. Alright, we have a couple of guns that we took off of other raiders, so we should be okay. That's right, go get them. Alright, we've got one down. And we've got another couple good hits on the other. Okay, 2 down. Okay, there's that guy over there. Let's go get him, because he's got cover. That guy there also has cover. We'll get him next. So yeah, we'll have them focus on him. Okay. And they're fleeing. Okay, everybody, undraft and... Oh, green is down. Okay, someone needs to rescue green. A can get green. Okay, so... we have some mild injuries, and green actually looks pretty severe, so... And he's our doctor, so that's probably not ideal. It's probably gonna be fine. And in the meantime, we will allow the bodies to be buried in these corpses. Alright, green has an infection. That's not good. That's really not good. Yeah, we're gonna want him on bed rest for that. That's... Okay, we need to make sure he's getting medical treatment. Because he's the doctor, but he can't be the only doctor. Okay. White has minor blood loss and a stab from a recurve bow. Green has an infection in his right arm. Okay, so if worse comes to worse, we can probably try to amputate. But in my experience, amputation without skilled doctors usually goes pretty poorly. I'd say that's one of the things you really don't want to consider until it's like a last resort. Alright, currently infection is at 22% and immunity is at 27%. Alright, that's pretty good, but we definitely want him to stay in bed. Green, what are you doing out of bed? Alright. It must be because he's not downed anymore, so basically everyone in the colony was like, now feed yourself. But that's really not ideal. We want him laying down as much as possible. And he's not even eating, he's just doing social recreation. No, Green, lay down, you have an infection. Alright, let's take another look at this. The infection is at 42% and immunity is at 45%. That's still a good lead, but it sounds like we're losing a lead, so we want him down. Good man, lay down, stay in bed. You'll recover faster that way. We really can't afford to lose you. You're our good doctor. Alright, we have a quest. Supplies for Kindness Craigs. They want heavy fur. I don't think we have heavy fur. Does blue fur count? Does blue fur count as heavy fur? Does it? Probably not. Okay. Green's infection is now at 95%, and immunity is at 90%. Oh no, we've lost our lead. Oh no. Oh no, Green. No, you were our doctor. That's no good. That's really not good. And he's dead. No. Oh, and someone has the plague. White and Aiken have the plague. And we've lost our doctor. This is what comes of having 1500 steel. Never have 1500. Anyway, people are dying, and we're gonna need more sarcophagi. We don't have enough marble, so what we're gonna do is we're going to build them out of sandstone. Because granite is for the wall. Alright, yeah. Yeah, so yeah, we're just gonna have people build those. Yeah. And finally, we're burying Green. Yeah. The art on here is yeah, it's good art. Yeah, she looks good with the plague. She also looks good with the plague. So it sounds like we got the plague, but we're gonna survive the plague. We should be good with that. Alright, and Plague Extreme, 97, Immunity, 90? Oh no. Oh no, Acan, no. Acan, no, girl, no. No. No, not Acan. And now there's a flash storm. Yeah. And now we're burying Acan. That's no good, and everything is on fire. Oh, that's so sweet. The art is about her and Hayden becoming lovers. Oh, that's so sweet. You know, if I ever get a sarcophagus, I want something like that engraved on it. Something about... Alright, and we're sending a caravan to Kindness Craig, and they're going to take all the textiles to see if any of those qualify as heavy fur. Alright, and we've got some traders here. Let's see what they've got. Alright, they have some books. That's good, but we don't have a lot of money. We have some money, we could buy books. We're gonna buy components, though. We could buy books, but I think we're gonna buy components. We have sheep. We don't need to sell them sheep. Yep, we're taking the components. Yeah. Alright. And we're getting raided by these people. Okay, there's... Oh no, Theo. Oh no. Oh dear. Oh, good, they got him. That's good. Yeah, they're probably sending because we just lost 2 people to the plague. Alright, and we've arrived at Kindness's Crag now, so we're going to sell all of our textiles, and they have a... She is a pyromaniac. We could take her. Yeah, let's see. Let's see about that, maybe. Yeah, is there anything else here we want? Alright, yeah, we'll take her and we'll sell the textiles. So that should be good. And because we're playing on vanilla without the ideology DLC, she'll actually automatically become a colonist. And Aardvark has gone berserk. That's not good. Alright. White's the only one here, so we're gonna have her go and confront him before he finds her. So it's always better to start the fight in these situations. We don't want her cornered. Alright, yeah. We really don't want to be shooting our own colonists, but I don't know what other options we have right now. Because he's a melee guy, I believe. Yeah, he could, like, mess her up. And unfortunately, like, his mental breakdown, we just can't afford to accommodate things like that. Like, I mean, eventually we're probably going to want some people who can, like, take these kinds of things out non-violently. But right now we don't really have that. And the sheep got friendly fire. Alright, go rescue him. He looks pretty messed up. Alright, the caravan's back. Alright. Yeah, so, yeah, Lisa. Lisa is her name. And she's our new friend. Pyromaniac, so that means she can't do firefighting. But we do have 3 other people, and Hay House is catatonic. Why did you go catatonic? Oh, because your lover and then also your friend died. Alright, and we're gonna start constructing the kill box portion of this wall, and the way we're gonna do that is by building these walls and then putting doors between them so that we can easily access and then reset the spike traps that we're going to put in here. Now, some people do talk about kill boxes like they're... But honestly, like, this game is hard enough as is. I don't think I need to make it harder for myself. Yeah, like, I'm sure that if you get good at the game, then it's kind of cheaty. But I'm not quite there yet. I'm not quite good at this game yet. So I will be constructing a kill box. Alright, everyone's here. Things have calmed down a bit. And Hay House is addicted to Psychite. Thank you, Hay House. You're doing great. Alright, you're doing great. Alright, a transport pod crash, a space merchant. Alright, he's not too messed up, but he's also from our enemy. We could get relations for that. We could capture him. Let's capture him and recruit him. Yeah, actually, she's a woman. She is a woman, that's my bad. Let's capture her and recruit her. She could be useful. She's got good combat and skills and social skills, so she can boost our numbers back up and provide useful skills to us. So we're gonna keep her. Yeah, so right now our gender ratio is even. We've got 2 guys, 2 girls. But Owen-san's going to put us 3 girls, 2 guys. Which is fine. Yeah, I don't think most of our people are in relationships anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Hay House was in a relationship, but she's now dead. So he probably won't be moving on anytime soon. Alright, so kill box and then wall. Actually, we're getting raided by the Pikes, and it looks like they've brought 5 people for our 4. They're coming to take our steel. Why do we even have all this steel? We don't even do anything with it. Alright, you 2 are unarmed, so go fix that. Go get your guns. And they're coming. They're coming immediately. Okay, we've at least got the wall partially finished, so we're kind of funneling them. Yeah, and we're gonna go over here. Oh, they're almost here. Alright, we're gonna back up a little. We're backed against a wall here a little bit. Alright, they've got Aardvark. Let's move closer, actually, so it's easier to go at them. Alright, Lisa, take your sword and go get her. So, yeah, so we can have a shootout over here. Okay, she's done. Okay, they're fleeing. Good. Alright, good job, everyone. Alright, and from the ranks of the Pikes, we will be taking Hannah. So right now we have 2 prisoners, Hannah and Omne-san, and they are going to join our colony. So, there we go. Yeah. Alright. Quest selling to Jamie. They want human leather. You want what now? We're not gonna do that. At least not yet. We're not gonna do that yet. We don't have that yet, no. That's a weird... Alright, trading time. Alright, and what these people have are some people we can buy. They have 2 people available, we can only afford 1, so we're going to take Clam. And since I like to have my colonists go by their first names, his name is now Ambus. And Hay House is researching. We haven't made a lot of progress on our research into great bows, I think it is. We might have progressed from there, but there's been stuff going on. Yeah, so we're still on great bows, but Hay House is chipping away at it. Yeah, good old Hay House. It's a pity his girlfriend died. But that's just how it is. Oh, a transport pod crash. Who is it? Alright. Alright, what happened to Onesan? Oh, she must have died from something. Yeah, that's unfortunate. She is just gone. Bye. We still do have Hannah, though. Speaking of Hannah, we have convinced her to join our little group. And here she is now, joining our group. Yeah, we're gonna have her go by her first name, which probably is Hannah, but we should probably check. And we've got Ivan in the room. He's a transport pod crash. Yeah, so Hannah's first name is Isolda, so her name is now Isolda. Yeah, her world surgeon, that's great, because Green died. Alright, and the kill box is coming along nicely. We're flooring it with concrete, which really didn't make too much of a dent in our steel. And the rest is made of granite. Now, once this is up, we're going to be able to handle a lot bigger raids, which means that we can start our little trading empire. And Manhunter pack. Manhunter boom rats. Okay, everyone inside. We're going inside. Everyone in. We are not going to fight the manhunting boom rats. That's a recipe for disaster and also fire. That will set our town ablaze. So everyone in. We are going to stay in here until the threat has removed itself. Have fun, everyone. Yeah, so the manhunting boom rats are running around our town, and our colonists are just chilling out. There's not much to do. Alright, looks like there's only a couple left. It seems like there is 4 left, but it seems like they've kind of wandered off. I think we're still gonna wait on that. Because boom rats are no joke. They can start fires. Alright, and now we're back out. And since the kill box is almost done, we are going to start building some prisons. Because it's becoming increasingly clear that we need to amp up recruitment in order to keep our numbers up. So we're going to build prisons, and in those prisons we can either like, sell the people, keep the people, do unethical things to the. And over here, we've started to construct the doors and the traps in the kill box, and we're being raided by the Kuro Treaty. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of people. But we've kind of got the kill box finished. We've got the kill box finished, just not the kill tunnel. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna line up in here, and then they'll just run straight into our guns. So yeah, hopefully that's how this works. We've got pretty high wealth, and we should probably do something about that. But like, once we've got the kill box ready, we can just take that and turn that into like a thing. We can just defend ourselves indefinitely. Alright, we got one guy on a spike trap. Alright, one down, two down. Alright. And we've got them. They're fleeing. Alright, looks like we took out 4 out of like 8 guys, so yeah. Good job, everybody. Alright, kill box works. Alright, and as we're working on building our kill box, we've almost got a couple of rows done. We finished Great Bow. Now, we finished almost all of the tribal level stuff, so we're just gonna finish out some of the, like, books that we have, and then we're gonna see what's what. Yeah, so we're gonna do that. Alright, and we're building a door over here so we can have a quick exit. Yeah. Yeah, so I believe we are working on plate armor right now, which is going to be a good use for all that steel. Yeah, and we're building our prisons over here. They're gonna back up to the animal pen. I've decided to only build 2 and just have the other ones be like more workhouses, just... Actually, no, they're not workhouses. What they're gonna be is a hospital. Alright, Lisa's in the medical bed, and Hay House and Aardvark are making pemmican. We've got a little bit of a cold snap going on, so our crops are dead. Our animals are fine. Our animals are starving, and it looks like a bunch of people have frostbite. So we're gonna need to build fires in their rooms in order to make them not have frostbite anymore. But anyway, that's a problem for next time. Yeah, we've come to the end of year 3, and I'll see you all next year, where we hopefully don't freeze to death. See y'all then.